Hey guys, how are we doing? It's Martin Cliffe here. Welcome to another video. And today I wanted to talk about the problem with drop tuning, at least for someone who's relatively new to it. And this is something I've noticed from other people. It's not just something that befalls me. So a couple of weeks ago I posted a video about sort of streamlining my rig and saying I was going to concentrate on playing in drop C. And I wonder whether I was a little hasty with that. The reason being, as I explained, drop tuning is something that I'm not particularly familiar with. But the other thing that I think a lot of people who are newer to this style of tuning is that it kind of limits your creativity in terms of what you actually play. At least I found that for me, since I've been playing in this tuning, everything has been in C. Everything has wanted to use that low C note. So whether I'm in C minor or I'm in C major. It's all the same stuff. Everything is just using that. And I guess for a lot of guys who are using drop tunings in like metal contexts and stuff, who are doing a lot of that kind of chuggy whatever, I don't really play that kind of style so much. It kind of makes sense because they want that low kind of powerful pumping kind of chugging sound, the gent, if you will, to be going on. But I'm finding that for me, as I say, I've played in many, for many years, going on for 30 years, in fact maybe over 30 years now, in standard tuning, which means that I am very much used to playing chord shapes in certain ways and scale patterns in certain ways, and it's good to break out of that. And I've spent some time learning some songs and riffs that I've played in standard tuning and learning in drop tuning, and that's been quite worthwhile. But every time I've tried to create something, it always seems I'm falling back to this kind of and that is really limiting my creative output. So I'm wondering whether, I definitely have written some cool stuff in this tuning, and I definitely think, that's something that I should pursue and spend more time working with. But, for a lot of the time, maybe I'm literally just better going everything just feels so much more natural in standard, or D standard in that case, tuning. It's just so much more comfortable under my fingers. Now, I'm not going to completely give up on drop tuning by any means, but at the same time, I think trying to dedicate myself to just playing in that tuning for several months, it will maybe limit myself. And I'd love to know what you think. If you spend a lot of time in drop tuning, do you find yourself in a rut of just playing in the key of whatever your dropped string is, whether it's a C in this case, or whether you're in drop D or drop D flat, or even drop A or something if you're on a 7 or a baritone. I see so much of this where whatever key the player is playing in, whatever the low string is on the guitar, that seems to be everything they write. In the same way that a lot of metal in non-drop tunings is in E or E flat, because it just seems that's the lowest, most powerful note on the guitar. So the problem, I guess, with drop tunings is that it can, if you're not careful and if you're not prepared to think outside the box, limit your creativity. At least that's what I've found. To me, I want to still be able to write in F and A flat and all these things, and that doesn't come as naturally to me when I'm on a drop C guitar. It's not something I'm going to give up on. I'm going to carry on working on it, but it is something that I think we all need to be aware of. I see so many players who play really cool stuff in drop tunings, so definitely it's something I want to carry on working on. But interested to know if you've fallen into any of these traps. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll speak to you soon.